right, we're back here at the NRA National Sporting Arms Museum. Just opened. We snuck in here. How could we sneak in on the busiest day for this guy of the year? But he let us in. Jim Supica, the director here of the museum, let us come in here, do a remote broadcast, do the little Curator's Corner. Jim, I love you. So we wanted to get Curator's Corner in here as soon as we could and look at some of the treasures. We just kind of scratched the surface of this series, but we're gonna wrap up here. So the 1950 to today, the America's hunting heritage. So let's talk a little bit about what's in this case here.
Well, we've gotten up to basically our era, 1950 to today, and this diorama of a 1950s vintage hunting cabin is really one of the more popular exhibits in the museum, simply because there's something in here that everybody can relate to. Now, this is the hunting era. I like to say it's the red plaid rather than the blaze orange. It's the canvas rather than the ripstop nylon. And this is just really that golden age of hunting, the early post-World War II years. The returning GIs would go out to a hunting cabin for a weekend or a week and be able to enjoy themselves in this type of setting. And we're getting into the modern innovations and true 20th century firearms as we think of them today. And of course, it's at this point, you really see the .22 semi-auto perfected with guns like the immensely popular Ruger 1022, the classic nylon 66 by Remington, way ahead of its time, the first widely popular synthetic stock rifle. People mocked it in its day, but it caught on fast and became America's sweetheart in terms of 22 rifles, semi-automatic. Of course, the Armalite Explorer, the takedown rifle, and Marlin's answer to it, the Papoose, and that neat little cricket rifle that's the very small size youth rifle, a very nice first rifle for a young person.
I'm seeing some scopes over here.
You see optics in this era. We're really moving into the era when optics are dominant. Of course, the classic telescopic sight, and then the electronic sights as well, of course, and you're seeing that in hunting rifles. Of course, you've got the classic bolt actions, the beautiful wood and blue steel.
More beautiful.
Beautiful Winslow custom rifle here. You still got some lever actions around. They can still get the job done. Single shots make a resurgence primarily with the Ruger Model 1, Model 3 single shot rifles, certainly very popular. We want to talk about a popular gun of the 20th century, and this is the gun that came in just 2 days before we opened our doors here. We're very proud to have it. This is the 10 millionth Mossberg 500. This shotgun, pump shotgun, was introduced in 1961. Mossberg likes to say that it got to 10 million guns produced faster than any other shotgun in history.
Jeez.
And that has simply
10 million.
And that has simply got to be the most beautiful Model 500 in existence. They did a beautiful job on it. They presented it to the NRA, and we're very, very grateful to have it.
Of course, this is one of those black rifles.
This is your modern sporting rifle. And of course, this was influenced heavily by the military's M16. But what it represents is technological development, especially in terms of use of materials, using the plastic, and also ergonomics. That straight stock reduces muzzle flip, makes it easier to get back on target, makes the gun safer to shoot by keeping it on target. The adjustable stocks allow shooters of different stature to adjust the stock to fit them, so that women and small-statured individuals are able to shoot just as easily as somebody taller who might be using a fixed stock rifle. And of course, you see the very exotic free rifle used for extremely accurate target competition at the bottom of this.
Shotguns.
Modern sporting shotguns, you've really got your choice. You've got your pumps, you've got your great semi-automatics like the Remington 1100, the Frankies. You go into, the single-shot shotguns and the bolt-action shotguns. They do everything you need a shotgun to do, and these are the guns that for many, many decades have been predominant in many farms and ranches, and people to whom shotguns are working tools. They do a job, and these get the job done just fine.
And sporting arms like this are working tools for hunters.
They absolutely are.
I've got
They
a sister
absolutely
live in
are.
Texas. They use them for rifles, for varmint rifles.
Yeah.
It's something you can't not have if you have a farm or a ranch or something like that.
And you got to have it. In recent decades, you've seen handgun hunting become a very practical sport. It's not a stunt anymore. It's something where the powerful handguns such as the Remington XP and the Thompson Center Contender, the single shot where you can change the caliber of your handgun simply by changing the barrel, have been very popular, as have been the revolvers, with the revolvers becoming more and more powerful through cartridge development to the point to where they are very legitimate hunting arms with the development of guns. First the 44 Magnum and then clear up to the 500 Magnum.
The 500 Magnum. There you go, for the man who has everything.
There you go.
500 Magnum. Well, that's a great way to wrap it up here, Jim. This has been a wonderful, just like I said, our first trip out here. I'm so excited, all ready to come back. So that's going to do it for Curator's Corner for this week. We're going to surprise you what we have next week, but don't worry, we've got much more good stuff coming from both here at this museum, back in Fairfax, and wherever Jim goes, or Phil or Doug, I just follow them around with the camera, and there's always great stuff. So, Jim, thank you for this great
John.
first look. You've done a wonderful job. Congratulations, my friend. We look forward to many more Curator's Corners and other broadcasts here from the NRA, the National Sporting Arms Museum here at Bass Pro in Springfield, Missouri. And that's it for this Curator's Corner. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, John.